Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Programming with a Purpose. Today we are going to create this dynamic custom indicator view which is going to help you to mark different type of milestones for a user inside an iOS app. If you like my content, follow me and support me on Patreon. So this is the code that I'm going to write here. First, we are going to create a donut chart with some gaps in between, and the rest of the graph will be filled by values that we are going to pass here with the help of a slider. So first, let's create a donut sector shape. So this is going to be just like a big circle for now. I'm going to show you how it's going to look like. While writing the code, I am creating a problem here which we are going to solve later on. If you follow the logic of this code, you'll be able to identify it in the start. So we have a path function. We are going to return here a donut sector shape. So these are some of the variables we are catering into this struct to make this view more versatile. So we are going to add here two arcs. One is for the outer circle and another one is for the inner circle. And those arcs will then be closed by using the close subpath. So here you can see here something is drawn. We are going to provide here an offset, but we cannot do that in preview. So we are going to move this code inside my content view or any other view that you want to use. So here I'm adjusting the offset so that it's visible on the screen. Next, I'm going to show you what is the function of clockwise and anti-clockwise. So basically you are going to draw and flip it by moving the clockwise value. Next, we are going to add another arc. It is going to be just like the previous one, but just the radius value is changed. So here we are drawing another arc inside our circle. So it is going to create a problem. So this is the issue with this code. So there is something wrong with path.add arc that we have added later on. So I'm just creating the circle as one big sector. So let's create a donut segment indicator, which is going to split our circle into multiple segments. And we are going to draw it over and then filling it with a gradient. So these are some of the variables we are going to use inside the donut segment indicator. So next, here I'm specifying the gradient and an empty color, which is usually the gray color. So after that, I am writing here a computed property, which is going to determine the segmented angle depending upon our two variables, a segment count and gap degrees. Gap degrees is basically the gap of how many degrees you want to give between each of the sector. So here we are going to use the geometry reader to align this chart or this indicator view onto the screen. Basically, it is going to position it inside this indicator, and later we are going to adjust it on the screen where we want to locate it. So you can use this complete indicator or you can use a segment of indicator. In the starting video, I've shown you that I'm using a semicircle. I'm not drawing here the semicircle, I'm drawing here the complete circle, but you can use the logic of a semicircle to do that work. So next, I'm going to create this donut segment indicator inside my content view so that you'll be able to see it in the preview on the right hand side. So here I'm specifying some of the values. These are the actual values that I'm going to use inside my code. You can fine tune it according to your needs inside your app. So after specifying the values, let's come back to our donut segment indicator. Here we are going to iterate over the segment count so that we are going to get the index for each of the one, and we are going to draw here a segment or a sector that we have specified inside the donut sector struct. So here we are calculating the start angle and the end angle. So we are using the index, and then we are going to use the segmented angle and adding gap degrees to it. So as you can see, this logic makes sense. We are going to start a bit late when drawing this sector, and we are going to end from start to the segmented angle that we want to draw. Here is the shape that we are drawing here. So this is the donut sector shape. After that, we are going to fill it with a color. So the filled content will be filled with the linear gradient that we have specified. Here we have a Z stack. So when we have drawn this gradient without a mask, it has covered the entire screen. Now you are going to see that the sector that we have created is looking like this. And the empty area is filled with the gray color or the empty color that we have specified. Next, we are going to draw another circle on the top of the inner circle so that it is hidden. Now you have seen that the sectors are not looking good. This is due to the problem that I have specified with this path dot add arc. So we have to basically switch the start angle and end angle, and that has worked. After that, I'm going to specify the frame width and height, some offset to move it halfway across the screen from top to bottom. For that, I'm again going to use the geometry reader. It is a very stable way to basically align it according to the screen size. After that, I'm going to create a slider at the bottom, and next we are going to use the slider to pass a specific value to this view. So here is the variable that we are going to use that is going to show us the filled segments. This is a double value. When we are passing here inside the filled count, we are going to convert it into an int. We are going to pass it to the slider. And we are going to color the slider. We are going to create some space between the VStack elements. And that's it. This is going to be our custom indicator view. Do let me know if you have any questions regarding this code, and also mention if you would like to use it inside any of your apps and how and where you have used it. Do not forget to like and share this video, subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching this video.